Good morning, dear students. Let's begin our class now. Let's today study congruent triangles. What do you mean by congruent triangles? Two triangles are said to be congruent to each other if on placing one over the other they exactly coincide. Let's read once more. Two triangles are said to be congruent to each other if on placing one over the other they exactly coincide. Now look at these two different triangles. These two are two different triangle shaped piece of paper. This is a triangle, this is another triangle. And I am placing one triangle over the other. This way if we place, they are not exactly coinciding. But I am placing one over the other one in this manner. Both the triangles coincide each other. Now look, both the triangles coincide each other. This is placing one over the other, triangles coincide each other. This is the meaning of the definition. Two triangles are said to be congruent to each other if on placing one over the other they exactly coincide. Here two different triangles, on placing one over the other they exactly coincide. Okay, now you can, when you look at these triangles, these triangles have corresponding sides and angles. Corresponding sides and angle. This is one angle. Next, second angle, third angle. And congruent triangles have corresponding sides and angles. In two congruent triangles, corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are also congruent. Now we use this symbol to represent congruency. It is read as is congruent to. Is congruent to. This is a symbol we use to represent congruency. It is read as is congruent to. Now look at the board. One triangle ABC, another triangle PQR. If these two triangles are congruent, we can write, if these two triangles are congruent triangles, we can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. If triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, we can write in this manner, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. If both these triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides are also congruent and corresponding angles are also congruent. Let's say AB is equal to PQ, BC equal to QR and AC is equal to PR. AB corresponds to PQ, that is AB corresponds to PQ, comma, BC corresponds to QR. BC corresponds to QR. And CA corresponds to PR or RP. That is AB, BC, BC and CA of first triangle are congruent to PQ, QR and PR of the second triangle respectively. So we say AB corresponds to PQ, AB of this triangle corresponds to PQ, BC of first triangle corresponds to QR of the second triangle, CA of first triangle corresponds to RP of the second triangle. Similarly, angles are also equal. Angle A is equal to angle P, comma, angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R. Now let's say if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, corresponding sides are congruent and corresponding angles are also congruent. Corresponding parts are congruent. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Look at the word carefully. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. These two triangles are congruent triangles, and their corresponding parts are also congruent. In short form, we can say corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. In short form, we say CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are also congruent. CPCTC. If you want, you can say like this. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are also congruent. This is a short form of corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Now, let's consider the same triangle ABC and triangle PQ. I told you, if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, what can we say? Corresponding parts are equal. AB corresponds to PQ, BC corresponds to QR, likewise AC corresponds to PR, and angle A corresponds to angle P, angle B corresponds to angle Q, angle C corresponds to angle R. Now let's study conditions for congruency of triangles. First one, read this first condition. If two sides and included angle of one triangle, if two sides and included included angle of one triangle are equal to two sides and included angle of other triangle, then the triangles are congruent. And this is abbreviated as SAS. SAS. This condition is abbreviated as SAS, side angle side. Two sides and included angle of one triangle are equal to two sides and included angle of the other triangle. Then triangles are a congruent triangle. And here we are given two different triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In the figure or in the given triangles, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, we can write AB corresponds to PQ. AB is equal to PQ. Second point, BC corresponds to QR. BC is equal to QR. And angle B corresponds to angle Q. Angle B is equal to angle Q. Therefore, we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SAS condition of congruency of triangles. Once more, in the triangles ABC and PQR, AB corresponds to PQ. You can see here single cut. AB corresponds to PQ. AB is equal to PQ. And BC corresponds to QR. That means BC is equal to QR. Likewise, angle B corresponds to angle Q. Angle B is equal to Q. That is, triangle ABC, this first triangle, is congruent to second triangle PQR by SAS conditions of congruency of triangles. What is SAS? If two sides and included angle, two sides, and this is the included angle, AB and BC correspond to PQ and QR of the second triangle respectively, and angle B and angle Q are included angles. So we can say triangles are congruent only when equal angles are included angles. Triangles, these two triangles are congruent only when equal angle, these two angles are equal. Angle B is equal to angle Q. So these two triangles are congruent only when equal angles are included angles. Now let's learn the second condition of congruency of triangle. Condition number 2. Read the condition. If two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and included side of other triangle, the triangles are congruent. What? Let's read once more. If two angles and included side of one triangle equal to two angles and the included side of other triangle, second triangle, then triangles are said to be congruent triangles. Let's come to this given triangle we have been given two different triangles. ABC is one triangle and PQR is the other triangle. In these two triangles, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, AB corresponds to PQ. AB is equal to PQ. Angle A is equal to angle P. Angle B is equal to angle Q. Now let's write. Point 1. Angle A corresponds to angle P. That is, angle A is equal to angle P. Second, angle B corresponds to angle Q. Angle B corresponds to angle Q. Third, side AB of triangle ABC corresponds to side PQ of the second triangle. So let's write AB is equal to PQ. Okay? Which implies triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by this condition. This condition is abbreviated as ASA. Two angles and included side of one triangle equal to two angles and included side of the other triangle, and this condition is abbreviated as ASA, angle side angle. So according to these points, angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, AB is equal to PQ. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by ASA. This is the second condition. Dear students, let us conclude now. We will continue to again tomorrow.